Hello, here at Shoe Healer in Doncaster, and believe it or not, we don't always get it right, do we, Paul? No, we don't. We don't. This pair of shoes we don't always get it right. In fact, before I do anything, I'm just going to check that this is flashing. Is that where it wants to be? Can be, just on green like that. That's it. Can't tell you how many videos we have to redo because I haven't switched the microphone on.
Might need to be flashing it.
I'd be fine. It'll be fine. Whatever it's collecting, it's collecting. Anyway, this shoe, we ordered this shoe. It was having a Dainite sole on it. There's a big issue when you order a fashion shoe like this with a Dainite sole. And that issue is usually they don't come with a midsole in. And what can happen, just hold it there a second, and what can happen is as you're walking on the shoe, these studs push back through and you feel the studs pushing back through because they have no midsole. This is a new repair, sorry, it's an old pair of Loake. We went through this with the gentleman and said, are you sure you're not going to feel these studs pushing back up? He said, no, put it back exactly as it was when it left the factory. Now, when this Loake left the factory, the insole was quite sturdy. Now it's had a full wear and the sole's been worn out, so it's had quite a bit of wear. That insole has relaxed a little bit, and we're always concerned that you're going to feel those studs pushing back through. What we like to do is put a midsole in. However, on this beautiful pair of custom-made Joseph Cheaneys, we said to them, because it's a Cheaney and they've got such a thick, stout insole, come here, see if you can see. Can you see the edge of that insole in there? Can you see it? No? You can't see it down here. It's got such a beautiful, thick insole in there. No. Maybe, if we get Paul, you got your torch on, your sunshine? A little torch. There we go. Look, now let's have a look. Let's have a look there. What we're trying to show you is the edge of the insole right down.
Oh, you can see it now. Yep,
lovely. Now, the insole on a pair of Joseph Cheaney, super thick insole. Superb. Even now, without any sole on there, just the cork filler, I can push on there and you can hardly feel it to the inside of the shoe. So we had this shoe made with no midsole, straight onto a Dainite unit, sent it out to our customer. Immediately, he picked up on the fact, no midsole in this shoe. I said, I know, because we wanted it to look dainty. We wanted it to look lovely. A nice thin profile down the side of this shoe. And he said, no, because I can feel the studs pushing back through. And we said, oh, really? On a Cheaney with that beautiful thick board? It's the same with trickers, isn't it, Paul? You can put a Dainite sole onto a trickers and you don't feel it pushing back through. Hold it there. Yeah, we're back. We just have to stop and serve a few customers. The rare customers that walk in the door these days. Anyway, we've had the shoe back, stripped it down, because the customer is always right. These will now get a midsole on here, and then they will get the Dainite sole. Now, this is Ridgeway, but they are actually having Dainite, so that will go together like that, and we will end up with this dress shoe looking a little bit chunkier. Now, what Paul says he likes to do with these is puts the full midsole on there, and just around the edge of the welt, he just thins it off a little bit. Is that right, Paul? Yeah. Just so that a little bit more dainty look. But because our customer has now asked for the midsole, I think we just leave it. It's only 2.5 mil, but this is great. Proper nice midsole on there. Then the Dainite sole, all put back together. That will be lovely. And we'll learn. We will learn one day to not just to talk to people a little bit more and say, are you having this, that, the other? Make sure we get it right. Okay, so they're done. Look at that. Beautiful natural edge. You see the midsole now carrying through, the beautiful heel stack all sorted out, and obviously a good bit tougher underfoot because of that midsole. So that's lovely. That's what the customer wanted in the first place. These will be going out today to our customer.